Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. In today's tutorial, we'll be looking at a pattern called IX by Zentangle. So this pattern is the prompt or the inspiration this week on our Facebook group Bangalore Tanglers. So for this, I'll be using my 3Z or the triangle tile here and O1 micron pen in black, and probably I may use brown, but for now black will do, and then my pencil and stump or the tortillon for shading. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not using any border here on this style. I'm directly starting the pattern IX. Alright, so it's IX by Zentangle. Alright, so this starts with just a line going in any direction. It can be vertical, it can be horizontal, or oblique, any which way that you want. So let me start by putting a straight line like this, and again the line can be wavy, curvy, however you wish to. So I'm just starting with a straight line here, and once I've added the line at the corner, I'm going to add a little arrow or the triangle like this, and then fill it up with ink. Alright, the same thing on the other side too. Right, so once you have done this, got one line with the arrows at the end, something like your letter I. Alright, so now you're going to add an aura going around the entire line and the arrows, or the entire eye. Alright, so once you have added one aura, again you're going to add another aura this way. So all you're doing is starting with a line and adding kind of like arrows or small triangles at the end of the line, and filling them up with ink, and then just mimicking the same shape with repetitive lines or strokes that we call as aura in Zentangle. Alright, so after you have added a couple of auras like this, the next step is you're going to add again another line going in any other direction. Like it can be again oblique or horizontal. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and draw this time a slightly wavy line like this. Alright, so once I have added that, again I'm going to end those lines with this small triangle shape like this, and ink it in, and then again start adding auras, but this time notice this line that I have done in the Hollybaugh technique of going under the first set of lines that we did. So even your auras or the strokes that mimics this shape goes the same way. So again you're going to repeat it for a couple of times here. So just take your time turning your tile as per the comfort of your hand. Focusing on the one deliberate stroke that you're making at the moment with your pen. Don't worry about the lines being perfectly straight, okay? So once you have done this, now you can, so this is your basic pattern IX. Alright, so after you have done this, you can again go ahead and add another line in any other direction, or you can again go back to your first one and start adding auras. So it gives kind of a woven effect, okay, if we do this. So I'll just show you here. So what I'm doing is again going around the first set of strokes that we did. Again, this time what I'm doing is, here the first set was a continuous line, and now since we have the other IX part of the IX here, so I'm just assuming that these new set of auras go under this and comes out. Again here it's going under and coming out here. So I'm going to do a couple of auras this way. Let me add one more here. Alright, so once I've added this, what I'm going to do is again go back to the second one that we did, the second line of the IX, and again I continue the aura as if it is going under the first one and coming out of it. Alright, so whatever space you have on your tile, since the triangle is a smaller tile, I'm just adding 2 of these here, but you can add as many of these as you want depending on the space that you have. Alright, I think I'll go ahead and add just one more here. So once I have done this, so what I'm going to do is I'll again turn my tile this way, and probably I'll add one more small line coming from here and going out this way. So your basic IX is like just a letter, kind of an I shape, and then auras, and then you're going to draw another line as if it is an X, and you can stop there, and depending on the space you can add more further, or you can just build up with this same first one that you have done, first IX. Alright, so again I'm going to go ahead and add couple of auras for this new one that we have done. So I have worked on a few other variations, like using IX as a border with multiple colors. So I shall be posting all that up on my Facebook group Bangalore Tanglers, which you can join and look at it, or I'm also going to put them up on my blog on vandanakrishna.com, so you can have a look there too if you want. Right, so here you go, auras and IX. So now probably I'm just going to go ahead and add one continuous aura, however the the shape goes. So just adding one continuous line here, whichever way the IX flows, doesn't matter. If the line goes a little bit here and there, it will all work together. Remember, with these patterns which has a lot of lines or the auras in them, just take your time to do it as slowly as possible, taking the time to breathe and slow down. Right now I'm going to pick up my brown micron 01 pen, and all I'm going to do is fill up these white spaces that I have here with our textural tangle, the tipples, which is nothing but roundish shapes. So it need not be perfectly round. If it's a little bit oval, that's fine. So this adds a nice texture and depth, since the pattern IX is mostly lines. So this gives a nice depth to the pattern. So if you don't have a colored pen, that's fine, no problem. You can use the same black pen that you have and you can fill up the spaces. So I'm going to just go ahead and fill up whole of my space with this stipple. You can go ahead and take your time and do it slowly. If you don't want to fill your tile or the empty spaces with tipples, that is fine. You can just leave it as is and shade the IX, or what you can do is you can even make the white spaces dark, meaning you can fill the entire white space with black ink. That will give a nice contrast to the IX. So what I'm going to do is, in this upper part, I'm going to take my 08, which is a thicker nib, and I'm going to fill this whole section here with ink. Just take your time, hold your tile at an arm's length and see what you want to add. Whether you want to add, just continue adding tipples everywhere, or you want to add ink everywhere. Just take time to look at your tile, breathe with the strokes. So slowly take your time and fill up your tile with black ink this way. So once I have done this, what I'm going to do is, with my pencil, now I'm going to add shading. So what I'll do is, around this area where I have started the dimples, so just around the entire IX, I'm going to add my graphite. Alright, and on the IX itself, wherever you see this overlap where we have drawn the strokes going under and coming out, so there where there is this overlaps, I'm just adding the graphite there. So now with our stump, I'm going to just smoothen this out, just with simple circular motion, smoothing the graphite, working it out into the texture of the paper. Remember to turn your tile as per the comfort of your hand. Here you go, your pattern IX. So you can just sign your tile in the front, and this is your pattern IX. I hope you enjoyed creating this pattern with me. So if you like the tutorials that I put up here, please do give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Please do consider subscribing to the channel so that you won't miss out on the new tutorials that I bring you. Of course, you can join my group Bangalore Tanglers on Facebook, wherein I put up new strings and patterns every week for people to explore and learn more. Alright guys, thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.